Hello, how are you? Great. So, you have an appointment here at 1:30, and you were looking for some information on traveling today? Okay, excellent. So, you said you were looking into going to Amsterdam when all this stuff clears up. Yeah, I get it. So, I have some information that I made for you, and then I did a little itinerary, and I believe you said you were looking to go. Let me see my notes here. Sorry, got a lot of notes here. For 3 days? Okay, and maybe possibly 4? Okay. I would recommend 4, but I did do a 3-day itinerary for you if you're interested, and I will send all this on with you today, so you can look it over and then you can come back and we can kind of discuss if you're interested, and then I can go ahead and book those things for you. Okay. So I've been dancing. I love it, so I'm excited to share about this one today. I know that you will love it. So just kind of some overview. They use the euro, so you will need to get euros there. And so an inexpensive restaurant's going to cost you about 10 euros. And if you want like a meal for 2, the mid-range, it's going to be about 20 to 30 euros. And a bottle of water, their water is super cheap. It's 25 euros for 1.5 liters. So you can definitely do that. A beer is about $4.50. A t-shirt is about $10 to $12. And another thing, a lot of people always ask me this. So tipping, service charges are included in your bill, but tipping is welcomed in bars, restaurants, and taxi drivers. It's usually about 5 to 10% of the bill. So if you would like to, you can, but I know it's not super standard there. Okay. And do you have the Europe outlets? I remember you said that you had those. Okay, great. Yeah, so you're good. The national language is Dutch. So if you understand German, you might be able to understand it, but you should be fine with English. A lot of people speak English there. Many of the locals speak English in the shops and restaurants, so you should be okay. But if you do know Dutch, I would definitely try it. It's always a good idea to research some of the local phrases, so I can even get those for you if you were interested, just so then you can, talk to them. They appreciate that a lot. You should be okay with your mobile phone, but I would call your cell phone carrier and just make sure that they know that you're there for however many days. They have internet, Wi-Fi should be okay, so if you need to get any work done, you can do it at your internet. So transportation, you are going to fly in at the airport, and then you will take the metro into the city. So I have that all set up for you. The city is very walkable. You don't really need, because you want to stay in the city center, so you don't really need a car or a train, or to be taking a car, tram, or a bus or anything. But those are options. And I would not, a lot of people bike there. If you're going to bike there, and be careful, the bikers there are very, very serious and very good bikers, and when you're walking, make sure you're not walking in bike lanes. They do get upset about that, and you probably will not, if you do the bike ride around the city, it's very beautiful, but you probably will not be able to go as fast as them. They're just professionals. It's very, I would recommend renting a bike the first day, but just be careful. So I wanted to go over some of the food with you that I think you should try. So they've got local cheese that I would try, the bitterballen and croquetten, which are fried meatballs. They're delicious. You've got to try them. The bami block, which is an Asian-influenced noodle dish. It's very good. Drop licorice sweets, the Struben waffles. You have to get those. Your waffles are delicious. They're all over. And then herring, if you're into raw fish with onions, I would just say try it. If you were in Amsterdam, you should try it. And then, there's a lot of different breweries around town. I would definitely stop and get, have fun there. It's a great place to go. And, so when were you looking to go? Is it January, February, March, April, May? When were you looking? Okay. So you want to go in May and June? Okay, so I've got some things here. So if you want to go in May, they've got some different festivals. Let's see. So they have the Rolling Kitchens in May. You might be interested in that. I know you said you're a foodie, you like to get food. It's a 4-day open-air restaurant event. Or you could go to the London Calling and Music Festival if you like music. They also, in June, they have the Holland Festival, which is a cultural festival. If you're interested in that. Okay, excellent. And they have the Amsterdam Roots Festival. It's a world music festival. Amsterdam's International Theatre School Festival. Okay, so I'll definitely get you down for the Holland Festival. And so you were thinking of going at the end of May and then staying kind of in June? Okay. But, okay. And I just wanted to go over some kind of do's and don'ts when you're there. And then maybe we'll go over your itinerary. And I'm also going to go over some activities that you might want to do. And I'm going to go over them. And then we can kind of see where we want to fit those things in your itinerary. So do try to explore the city on bicycles. But you have to make sure that you plan your route. And, always make sure that you're going the correct way. I would take a boat tour. It's beautiful going to the canal, so I do have a really good boat company that you could do. It's not a big boat company that you listen to headphones. You go with an actual guide, and you can ask any questions that you'd like. So just going through the canal is beautiful, but I will write down, I definitely think you should do that boat tour. It's very neat. It's beautiful. And I'll give you lots of information about the history of the buildings, and you'll just learn a lot. I would avoid the unofficial taxis just to be safe, and try all the local dishes for sure. Even if, the Dutch cuisine isn't known around the world, you should definitely try it. Don't step into the bicycle lanes. You could get hurt. The bikers there are going very fast. That's their main mode of transportation in Amsterdam, so I would definitely be careful with that. Watch out for bikers. And that's kind of it for that. Okay. So I've got a map here, and I know that you're wanting to stay kind of in the city center, so I did mark some hotels here for you. And I was thinking this one or this one, these two are kind of in your budget. So I was thinking these two would be great here. So I'll have you look those out. I'm going to send out these papers with you, and then you can let me know which one you want to go ahead and book, and then we'll do that for you. And then we'll figure out your exact dates, because I know you want to go to the Holland Festival, so we'll make sure that you're there during those days too. Yeah. Okay. So just some activities that I think you should do. Definitely go to the Anne Frank house. It's the museum dedicated to Anne Frank. It's a very moving experience. It's very neat to see. It feels surreal, so I would definitely do that. Book your tickets online. before you go, because it does fill up, and if you go and you're like, oh, I want to go that day, it's going to be sold out. So, and if you want, I would be more than happy to book those for you. Yeah, okay. And then another place to just go see and grab food, North Market, or the Northern Market. It's always busy with activity. There's food, cafes, and you can just people watch. Something that's fun to do on vacation. The Western Church is something that you'll see staying in the city center. So it's a church that boasts the highest tower in the city, and it's often mentioned in the Diary of Anne Frank. It's just kind of a cool historical thing to see. Bondo Park is a beautiful park. You can relax. You could even, have a little picnic there, walk through it. It's a very big park. One of my favorite things was just seeing the dogs run around. But that was really fun. It's just beautiful, so I would definitely recommend it. It's huge too. So I do have that in your itinerary though. The Van Gogh Museum. It's dedicated to Vincent Van Gogh, and it's got an amazing collection of all of his artwork. It's beautiful. It's it's entertaining. You get to hear the life story. It's wonderful. I would definitely recommend going. Yeah. I believe I have that in your itinerary. Yeah. Okay. Another thing, you definitely need to get pancakes in Amsterdam. It's one of the most typical Dutch meals. Every visitor to Amsterdam should really go get pancakes and the apple pie. Cannot miss that. I do have an apple pie restaurant for you that I want you to go to. And do you like cheese? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have you go to a cheese tasting room. It's an elegant tasting room of the finest Dutch cheese. So you've got to go there. It's wonderful. And the nice thing is, when you go, they've got lots of little samples you can try. You can decide what you want. Okay. And the Wax Museum, you said maybe, but you're not super interested in that. Brewery, the Braille Brewery. It's a very small one. You definitely should go check that one out. It's fun. Okay, so those are just some of the main things. I would like to go over the itinerary with you though, because I think that you will like this, and if there's anything, I'm just going to go through it with you and let you know what it is. If there's anything that you don't want to do right now, just let me know, because I will cross that off for you, okay? Alright. And I apologize, I do not speak Dutch, so if I mispronounce any of these words, I am sorry. So the first thing that I want you to do is just go to Vondel Park. It's the green oasis at the center of the city. I kind of talked about that, so I was thinking you can have breakfast, and then you can go to Vondel Park, and then you can, even if you want, you can grab some food and eat breakfast there and just kind of hang out and walk around. It's beautiful. And then I was thinking you could go to the Rijksmuseum, which is a world-famous national museum. So I thought you would like that. I know you said that you like artwork and seeing history, so keep that, okay? Okay. And then I was thinking you could go to, you said that you like to shop, so Amsterdam has a upscale and exclusive shopping street. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to have you go to that street. And then after that, you can grab lunch. So I've got some food recommendations here. Definitely go grab some pancakes, or those fried meatballs are delicious too. And then after that, I've got you booked on a city canal cruise. It's just a delightful experience. I know you'll love it. I know that this company is very great. You'll love them. So it's more of a private. There's like five other people on your boat. You can ask them questions, and they're wonderful. Okay, all right, definitely do that. Okay, and then the Heineken experience. It's an amusing interactive museum. I have you do that next. And then Light Zeppelin. It's kind of Amsterdam's tourist hub. I was thinking you could do that, and then grab dinner as well. Okay. Does everything sound good there? Okay. Is there anything that you wanted to add here? Okay, so just kind of make more detailed dinner plans. Okay. Okay. That's good. I can do that for you. Alright. And I'm going to send this all home with you. It gives a little bit more detailed things about what you're going to do each day. And so if I tell you about it and then you read about it and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, just let me know and I will take that off, okay? Okay. Right. Okay. So that was day 1. I'm going to go over day 2 with you. So on day 2, I thought that maybe you could go on a free guided tour of Coaster Diamonds. And let me tell you a little bit more about that. So it was founded in 1840, and it's a diamond workshop that offers guided tours, and it's free. So I thought you would be interested in that. You can even do a self-guided, or you can have someone help you with that too. We've got a very impressive collection that I think you would enjoy. And then after that, I have you down for the Van Gogh Museum, and it's the world's largest Van Gogh collection. It's beautiful. I gave you about 2 hours there. It's an amazing museum. I loved it. Okay, and then you're gonna have lunch, and you want food recommendations. Okay, I can do that. And then I was thinking you could go to the Bloemen Market, and it's a floating flower market, and it's actually the only floating flower market in the world. It's kind of neat. So if you're interested in that after lunch, you could kind of just go stroll through it and see it. It's very neat. Okay, yeah. Okay. And then the next after that, I have you down for Museum Van Loon. It's a magnificent canal house. It's beautiful, so I think you should see that. I'd like to see that. Okay, great. I think you'll enjoy it. It's just beautiful. Okay, and then after that, you go walk down Amstel River. It's a very nice riverside, and it was in 1922. It was built, and the village turned from fishing to trade at this bridge. So, and it's the river running through Amsterdam. So I would go see that, and then after that, dinner. Let's see here. I get some food recommendations for you for that too. Okay. Alright. So how do we feel so far? Was there anything that you didn't like on that day? Everything looks good. Okay. And go home and review this all, and then come back and let me know, because I want you to really enjoy it. Okay, and then day 3, you're gonna start the morning at the Anne Frank House. Okay, so that's in the Jordan neighborhood. It's a very cute neighborhood. I have you going there at 9, but I would get up at like 7:30 and walk over there and just see the neighborhood, maybe grab breakfast. There's a really cute cafe by the Anne Frank House, kind of across the street, so you could grab coffee and maybe something, croissant or something to eat. Definitely do that. And the Anne Frank House is a very moving experience. I think you're going to enjoy it. So I am going to book your tickets ahead of time if you want to do that. Okay, great. Okay, and then shops and go get lunch in that area after the Anne Frank Museum. And then after that, I have you going to the Dam Square. So it's all in the same area, so you can walk there. It's all very close. And then you're going to take a walk over there. And that's Amsterdam's main square. And then after that, I want you to go see the Nieuwe Kerk, and it's a national church of the Netherlands. And then you're going to take a walk to an impressive Dutch royal palace. And kind of see that. And then after you go to the Dutch royal palace, if you go to the city's oldest house, and you are able, this is all within walking distance, yeah. So, it's a leafy garden courtyard in central Amsterdam that is the original epicenter of the city. And another cool thing about Amsterdam is, if on Saturdays, you can actually, so they have like gardens behind the house, or kind of courtyards. You can actually go in and go through people's houses and see the gardens and courthouses. So if you're interested in that, if you end up going on a Saturday, that's something that we could add in here too. It's really neat. So you can see their houses. Even though the Dutch way, they leave their windows open and you're not supposed to look in. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to respect that and not look in their houses. Okay, and then after that, I have you going to Amsterdam's oldest monument, the Nieuwe Kerk. And it's it's a church, and it's very old. It was built in 1306. So that's something you're going to see. And then I'm going to have you go to the famous and unique district after that, just to see it. And that district occupies Amsterdam's oldest corner. It's one of Amsterdam's most famous tourist attractions. They're actually, I think they're moving it. I read. Hopefully when you go, you'll still get to see it. It's definitely an experience to see. So I'm going to send all of this with you today, and I'm going to find some restaurants for you to go to. I'm going to give you like 2 or 3 for each meal. That way you can kind of pick and choose, and you can see where you're at in the neighborhood. You could go to that one. So if you have any other questions, please email me or give me a call, and I can help you with whatever you need for your itinerary, okay? So take this home, look at it, let me know what you want to do, don't want to do, okay? Alright, well thank you for coming in. I will see you later.